Hey, what's going on, guys? Ross Aubrey here, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a single arm kettlebell swing. Now, the single arm swing is a lot like the two-handed swing, but it's the move that you're going to need to learn when you want to progress into a clean, or a high pull, or a snatch. So, the setup for this one is going to be getting into the deadlift position, just like with the two-hand swing, and then we'll have two parts to the exercise, the hike and the snap. Now, something that's going to be really helpful for you as you do the single arm swing is keeping your upper arm pinned to your ribs until your hips are completely forward. And I'll get to that in just a second and explain it in a little bit more detail. So, when you're first setting up for the single arm swing, something that can be really helpful is just practicing the hike. So let's go ahead and do that now. So the kettlebell is about a foot in front of my feet, and from here I'm going to get into the deadlift position. I've got a nice neutral spine, and I'm going to just hike the kettlebell backwards through my leg, and after that I'll sit it back in the start position again. So neutral spine, and hike, return to start position. Hike, and return to start position. And one more time, and back to your start position. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform both the hike and the snap. Now, like I said before, something that's going to be really helpful is keeping this upper arm pinned to your ribs real tight until your hips are all the way forward, as opposed to this. A lot of times what we see, and this is a very common mistake, is people will hike the kettlebell backwards and then simultaneously be lifting their arm in addition to moving their hips forward. So to make sure that you're really engaging your posterior chain the way that you should be, squeezing that butt as tight as you can as you come forward, we'll keep the arm pinned to the ribs until the hips are completely forward. So that'll look like this. We'll come down, hike, and then snap. So you saw once my hips were completely forward, then I let my arm come off my ribs. Now as it comes down, arm touches the ribs, hips go back, arm back behind you, kettlebell back behind you, and snap. Okay, so I'm going to show you what that looks like with the kettlebell now. So deadlift position, I'm going to hike the kettlebell backwards, so just to recap, two parts. You have the hike and the snap. Remember, you want to keep this, keep your arm pinned to your ribs until your hips are all the way forward.